Oh, I'm struggling over here.
All right. So we are, gosh, we're already like halfway through August. This is crazy. Cannot believe school is starting soon. It's crazy. All right. Let me share my screen here. Welcome to our morning call. I love that I always see the same faces on this call on Saturday mornings. All right. So we are here. Let's get some slides going and then we'll open it up and chat a little bit. Okay, so we have some updates. Clean Week is launching on September 21st. I can't wait. That is going to be a great way to do like a week challenge with people. So if you have a hard time with like some of your free groups because they're too long or whatever, you can do Clean Week with them. Now, they can do that within that 14-day free 14-day window, and they could try Clean Week and try the workouts and stuff. So you can do a free Clean Week or whatever you want to name it, but you could just do little week challenges. I'm sorry, so it was September 21st. They updated it to October 3rd. But I don't know if you guys have checked it out, if you guys have run on it. Megan is an amazing person. I had the opportunity to like spend an entire day with her just hanging out and talking and doing Country Heat and stuff when I did my Country Heat instructor class at her gym. And it's going to be a great program, And it's great for those people that, I have all my notifications popping through. It's great for those people that need somewhere to start, but they're not sure how long they'll last in their journey. Clean Week is the perfect way to start with them. So all the information, back office, if you have any questions, go under the FAQ and just type in Clean Week and you can read all about it. In the back office, you leaving? Okay. In the back office, there's, the promo video. So if you wanted to share that or anything like that, you could. So I think that'll be great. Don't forget to hop on the wake-up calls on Monday. If you can't get on them live, you have the replay. And you can find the replay in the back office. You can also go on podcast. Team Beachbody has their own podcast, and all the National Wake-Up Calls are on there. So you can listen to National Wake-Up Calls from like the beginning of time, which sometimes I'll do that. I go into my podcast and I look at what the top the National Wake Up Call is, and I'll do that for a little bit extra PD for that day. Like if I'm doing laundry, cleaning, and I'll listen to a podcast that maybe I never listened to, from a National Wake Up Call. Maybe it was before I was a coach or before I was really into building the business, so I didn't go on them. They're great little training tools. This one on Monday is about driving your business. So it's with Haley Christian, and it's going to share how you can redefine the meaning of going all in by inviting like a gangsta. But it's all about how going all in, you invite more people. That's something that I've done. I've ramped up my invites. Instead of inviting, I used to just make sure I got 10. I'm inviting 20 to 40 people every day because I want to go completely all in. I want to like blow up my business, and I feel like the more I invite, the more I talk to, that's going to give me a better chance to get to the goal of the business of where I want to be. So if you have a high goal, you have to have high numbers. Also, don't forget about Summit for 2018 in Indiana. It's $175 right now, discounted. So make sure you go to thecoachsummit.com and you get your ticket. I know everybody on here has their ticket. I wanted to take a quick minute and welcome all our new crew coaches. Some are discounts, some are business builders. But like I always say, it doesn't matter what level of coaching you are part of it. And I always love to take time to welcome everybody. So welcome to our crew, our family. We have some leadership ladder updates, which I'm super excited about. Normally, we just kind of like pass the slide, but we got some names on here. So we have Natalie, Albert / Christina, and Michelle, all business starters, which means that they have been signing a lot of coaches over the last month, because leadership ladder normally changes, month to month. It doesn't go week to week. So they're really getting a lot of customers and a lot of coaches and things like that going. So congratulations on that, guys. You guys got the leadership ladder going. So next round, we need to get to team leader. Now, for more information on what you need to do to get to the next one, You can do one of two things. You can go on my YouTube channel and watch my old team call that I did about the leadership ladder, or you can go into your back office, right, where it shows your Success Club points. The next tab over is leadership ladder. If you click that, it'll show you where you're at now, where you were last month, what your numbers were. Will be on the left. Where you are now is in the middle, and then to the right is what you need to hit the next level. So it gives you something to strive for. Leadership ladder, if you want to build this business and you want to only end up working Beachbody and being a full-time coach, that's something you need to make sure you're looking at all the time and know how to move yourself up the ladder. It was a great tool that Beachbody put into place. It wasn't always there. It's only been, I think, within the last year or so that leadership ladder came around. Look at these rock stars. So we have points on the board. We have good volume on the board. So we
can't see your screen. Oh, wait, just kidding. I was on the wrong thing.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I thought I screen shared. So we have myself that I hit Success Club 5 already, but I'm shooting for 10. Christy Castleman is on the board with 2 points, so great job, girl. Karen Terry is on the point with 2 points also, and then my hubs has 2 points. And a couple new coaches. So great job for everybody that is stepping up and getting their name out there. We have some great PV points also, which is personal volume points. So great job with that as well. I want to open up to any shout outs really quick. If anybody has shout outs for a customer, a challenger, a coach on your team, I would love to hear it. Go ahead.
Can you guys hear me or no?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I wanted to shout out, I know she's not on the call, but Heather. She's signed up as a discount coach. I sent her the link to somebody else for free membership. About getting the business going. So I just wanted to shout her out because she's been really doing Shift Shop. She's followed it to the T, and she's kicking ass. So awesome. I'm excited for her. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So she's
great
really
job,
excited.
Heather.
Yeah, I've got a business call I'm going to set up with her next week. So Tanya, I'm going to be reaching out to you about that. But yeah, so I'm excited for her. She's doing awesome.
She
is.
She's posting at least 2 to 3 times a day in the group. And she has a group of people working out with her, which is funny. I know what it was.
Yeah, and she sends me texts. Like she texts me, when she struggles. So yeah, I'm really proud of Heather. Yeah, she's doing great.
Yeah, she's doing fantastic. She's really doing really, really well. I want to shout out everybody because today's our last workout day with Shift Shop. We did 3 weeks. So, and I am so proud that Tara did 3 freaking weeks of her workout.
Tara!
She did all 3 weeks. I just I'm so impressed and I'm so proud. And she's getting some great freaking results too. So I can't wait for her to post these pictures. But so I just wanted to shout her out, but plus all of us that are doing the 3 weeks because it has not been easy. These workouts are really tough. We really have to push ourselves, but you feel so accomplished after pushing yourself and doing them.
I have been thinking all day about what I'm eating tomorrow. I'm having one meal tomorrow. I don't know what it's going to be, but we have talked so much about what we're going to eat.
I know. Isn't it funny?
Well, we know it's going to have wine with it, so.
Yes.
We have to pop open our bottle.
Yes.
It's in the fridge, so our next pool day we'll pop that open.
Yes.
But it's the same for me. I was telling Alex because weather permitting tomorrow we're going to drive down to our favorite place, Skipper's down in the Keys, and have my favorite drink that they have there. It's like this slushy type drink. It's so yummy. And I was like, maybe I'll just have 2 of those and not worry about what I eat.
Yeah. I have one word for you though, Tanya. Ready?
What?
Hurricane.
Wait.
Okay?
No,
so relax.
That's nothing like the hurricane.
I'm just saying sugar-wise and stuff.
Oh, no, it's not that. It's really not that bad. Usually when I go, I drink 2 of them.
Well, what is it? Inquiring minds want to
I can't remember
know.
what's in it. I'll have to look it up and send you like a screenshot of what's in it. But it's really, really good. Really yummy. And it's not super sweet. That's what I like about it because I can't do that. As we all know, I can't do that sweet stuff.
Does
Yeah.
Christina know about the hurricane?
I think I told her.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know what the drink is, but I never heard the story.
Oh, that's
We're
the drink.
We're
that-
recording, so I don't know.
I'll tell you when we're done.
Okay.
It's a little bit of a long but funny story. Okay.
And gross.
Yeah, the gross story. All right, let me get off this screen share really quick so we could talk about needing a plan. Plus that way I can see all your faces. Okay. Oh, we lost Natalie. Okay. All right, so I wanted to talk about this topic because I feel like it's not just for business aspect. It's for life and the business and a fitness journey. This is something that we need to be talking to our challengers about too, because if they don't have a plan, they're not going to have success. Oh, she wrote, "I'll be back." She left us and she's coming back. So I feel that if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. So, okay. So for me, I'm a big OCD planner anyways. I'm a big planner. I've always been. I've always been the one that everybody calls throughout high school. Like, okay, so what's the plan? What are we doing tonight? And I totally know what's going on. We're going to do this, and then we're going to do this, and we're going to do. So I've always been a planner. But I was never like you have a plan, but you got to set goals to get there. Like I never had any goal type plans. I never really believed in like setting goals or whatever, but probably because I felt like anytime I did, I always failed and I never made it. So I didn't want to do it anymore. But seriously, without having a plan, you're going to set yourself up for failure. So you need to have a plan in the business also. Like our challengers need to have a plan for their journey. They need to know what they're going to do. They need to know what to expect, the road bumps that they're going to hit, how they're going to get over that road bump, things like that. They need to have some sort of plan in place. So we also need to do the same thing for our business. If you don't have some type of plan set up, things are going to fall through the cracks. So what I'm thinking of when I'm saying some type of plan set up, okay, if you know you want to hit the next level in your business and you want to get to diamond, you need to set up a plan. You need to have something in place. You need to be able to visualize. Like for me, I have a big dry erase board and I have stuff drawn out of what my plan is. And people that, you know, I've talked to that I know, okay, Tara, people that I talk to that I know are ready and they say they're ready. I already map out and write on my board just in a different color where I want to place them. I have a plan of where I'm putting people and what I'm doing. It was the same thing. I'm helping Alex build up his business center. So I had a plan for that and I knew exactly where I was putting people. You know, so that's okay, Michelle. I'm just proud of you that you're on while you're shopping. That just shows how dedicated you are to building your business. Because I've always done the same thing. I would listen and wherever I was, I would get on. So that just shows your dedication. But you have to have some sort of plan in place. You have to know what you want, and then you have to know how to get yourself there. And if you can't figure out how to get yourself there, you need to either reach out to your upline coach, reach out to me, whoever you need to reach out to get help with your plan. You also need to have a system in place. This business cannot, I repeat, cannot move forward without a system. And I am saying that from experience, not just because that's what everybody says. I never had a system. I'm going to share with you what my system used to be. When it was time to message people, when it was time to invite people, I would go to my Facebook message thread. I would scroll all the way to the bottom to the oldest message. I would read and look over our conversation, and then I would chat with them. If it's somebody that I've already chatted with a few times, I would do my invite. That was my system. No notepad, no nothing. Then I was learning and noticing that people were falling through the cracks. I was forgetting to follow up with people because my system sucked. So then I decided to do the note card system. And how I heard about that, I didn't even hear how it was used. I just heard, I think it was Jenny. She did like a video of the system that she used, which was, I think, Google related, which is something that Christina's looking into, I think. Could be wrong. It could have just been Excel. I'm not sure. But it was like a long list. And I was like, but then she said, I tried the note cards, but that didn't work. And I was like, oh, note cards. So I kind of implemented my own little way of using note cards for my business. And when I put that system in place, my business boomed. Nobody got forgotten. Nobody fell through the cracks. A follow-up never went without. I remember everything. I have a video. I did a training video on how I use my note card system and how I set it up. So anybody that might want to implement the note card system, let me know. I'll send you the link to that training video. It was a team call. I think actually I just did a video. It wasn't even a team call. I just did a video because I had a lot of coaches asking me how I use the note card system. But it was old school. You get the little black box, get your note cards, you get the little numbered files, and I had the month files in the back, and I utilized that for my business. It worked amazingly until my business got so big. My box ended up being this long, and I couldn't travel with it. Let me see my system. Okay, yeah, Michelle, I will. I'll send it to you so you can watch it on how I utilize the note card system. It's a non-expensive way to do it, but once I got too big, my box was too big. I couldn't travel with it anymore. It wasn't a little tiny box I can throw in my backpack. So I needed something else. So now I have switched to Teamsy, which is basically my note card system electronically. So I use it the same exact way I use my note card system. I know Christina is using Teamsy and loving it. So she has probably stopped looking into Google Streaks because she no longer needs it because she's loving Teamsy. It's keeping her organized.
Yeah, Google Streak I really liked. The problem that I had was it takes a lot of work setting it up because you have to create your pipelines, you have to then label everything, so it takes a lot of work initially. Teamsy, I liked that you could just kind of, all your Facebook connects just went right in, so you didn't have to like manual create contact boxes. What I did like about Google Streak also is that it let you see once you created your pipelines, like how many days a person sat in a certain pipeline. I know some people are like, what the hell is a pipeline? But it's like a group. So like if I had like free challenge group would be a pipeline. So I could see that Anna was in my free group like 30 days and has sat there for 30 days. Like you want to kind of move them from category to category. Okay. But it was too much just to even set up. But Teamsy I really like because everybody just comes through and I can set up my follow-ups. If I wanted to follow up with somebody in 2 days, then, I could just set up my own follow-up. Right. So I really like it. So
that's
what
I'll probably stick with that. I remember looking into Google Streaks and just me looking into it, I had a hard time even understanding it. So I'm like, yep, this obviously is for me. And then Emily Burns had said that she was using Teamsy. And then not last year's summit, but the summit before when I walked for 1 star, the guy that invented Teamsy was walking with us. And Emily was like, oh, Eric. And then she pulled him over and me and him chatted and he actually was showing me, hi, Owie. He was actually showing me on his phone how easy it was to use Teamsy. We were like standing backstage ready to walk for Star Diamond and he was doing Teamsy and showing me. And I was like, oh, I need that. Like I could have been working while I'm sitting out here. So, but you really, 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 guys, like I cannot push this enough to you that you need a system. If you don't have a system, I'm telling you, if you don't have a system, everything's going to fall through the cracks. You're going to feel like you're working so hard, but you're spinning your wheel in the muds because not everything's coming out with how much you're working. And that's because you're not following up with people you should have followed up with. The people that you've already formed, you should be inviting them now, but you forgot you formed them because they're so far down in your message thread or they're 10 pages into your notebook that you didn't get to yet. But you need to have something that is more organized, more user-friendly to this business. I don't know how people do it with a notebook and just a paper and just flipping through pages. I can't do that. For the ones that can, I give you props. I wish I could just carry a notebook, but now I just carry my phone, which I have with me all the time anyways, and I can work. So I really want to stress to you guys, you have to get some system in place. So Michelle, I will send you that about my note cards. That might be something that you might be able to want to use right now because you really just only spend like maybe $10 buying the supplies. Teamsy, you do pay monthly for. It's $30 a month if you pay monthly, or if you pay the whole year at one time, it's like 24 bucks. It ends up being 24 bucks a month, but you pay the whole year. Kind of like our on-demand, you pay the whole year. But it's very, very important, guys, to know what you want out of your business, to know the next step that you want to get to. And then you need to know how to get there and then set your plan to get there. Like I know it was Alex's and my goal to get him diamond. So that's what we're doing. He has enough coaches now. He needs his emeralds and he'll be diamond. And that's because we put a plan. We put a plan. We wrote the plan out. We mapped it out. Like what I did on my dry erase board was I wrote his business center and I wrote all his coaches he existingly had in black. And then in green, all the people that I talked to that wanted to do coaching, and I wrote them exactly on which leg, right leg or left leg, that I was going to place them. So once they signed up, we would go in his back office, we would change his preferred placement and place them on the leg that we wanted to have them on. Of the people that we already knew had 1 people or 2 people that were going to be joining, we placed them strategically so we didn't have everybody on one leg. I know that's really hard to do because some people say, I'm just going to do the discount, like myself, and then they end up growing the business. And some people are like, yeah, I'm going to grow this business, and they end up canceling, not even staying as a discount. So you never really know, so it's hard. But when there are people that you have been talking to, or like it's someone like your family, like my dad, I can strategically place him in a certain spot. But you have to have a plan. You have to know what's going on in your business. You have to know where you want your business to go in order to get yourself there. You can't just say, yep, I'm going to do diamond, and then not have a plan and not have a system. You're not going to get there. You're just going to say it's what you want, but you're never going to get yourself there because you have no way of getting there. That's really all the information I wanted to get to you guys today, was to make sure that you not only have a plan or a goal of where you want to go, but you have a system in place. I wanted to open it up really quick to any questions that anybody may have with anything that we talked about, or anything. It could be off topic, but I always like to open it up towards the end in case anybody has any questions with anything. Any questions? Everyone's good?
I'll throw out a question.
Do you know how to put together transformers?
No, I'm so glad Ryan got off of liking Transformers because they were always a hot mess.
This is as far as I can get.
What's your question?
Go ahead. That was my question.
So let's say you're having that convo with people, because right now I'm kind of reconnecting, and that's what I love about Teamsy, is that there's people that I've never just struck up a conversation with that might have fallen through the cracks, or maybe that I became friends with before I actually started doing the Beachbody thing. Mm-hmm. So right now I'm kind of just going through that. Hey, how are you? How's the family? How's this? How's that? So let's say the conversation, because one of the things I struggle with is like continuing a conversation when it's kind of like dying out. You know what I'm saying? Like that asking that next question without being salesy.
Right.
So how long would you say before you kind of throw out that, hey, you know, have you ever thought about this? Or, oh, you know what, I have this group going on, you know, that I see. Like one of the things that I like right now with my group I'm doing is the lunches, or that I just did. So people that have kids, like it's kind of been easier. I'm like, hey, I have this group going on with, you know, healthy lunches. I see you have little ones, you know, it's a free group. But how long do you guys usually wait before you actually like invite? You know, like I don't want to do it like initially like, hey girl, how are you? And do it right off, because then you scare people away, you know? Like, you know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm
I kind of gear it depending on the person. Like if it's a friend of mine that I'm reconnecting with, I don't wait as long as I wait with the people that I'm just meeting and getting to know. Like if it's somebody from high school and I know they have little ones or whatever, because that group is still open. So you can always just be like, hey, I just finished a group about lunches and school's starting on Monday, you know, for someone that lives here, because obviously school started in some other places. you know? So if you want me to throw you in there so you can get some like lunch ideas or whatever for the kiddos or whatever, just let me know. You can always do something like that. I usually, it's always different for me. Sometimes I'll wait longer with some people than I do with others. It's just sometimes I just get a feeling, and sometimes I'm like, screw it. I've talked to this person forever and I've never invited them. I'm just going to forget.
Yeah.
And those invites lately I've been doing as a video.
Mhm.
And I record.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to ask you.
Recorded a video and sent
So
it.
that the video message is different from the video call though, right? Because I looked in the button and then I went to like hit video call and it's like, you're calling this person. I'm like, no, like, wait. So where's the button on that for the video message?
I record a video on my phone and then I just upload it into the message because so basically you like I get my phone and I prop my phone up and I say whatever, whether it's like yesterday I did thank you messages to the people that supported me when I went live about living with anxiety, and when I went live about that defining moment in my life. I had a lot of people on with me and a lot of people commenting. So I wanted to reach out and thank all of them. And I figured the fastest way is through video because I'm, as everybody knows, the worst and slowest typer of the world. So I did the video and then I went into Facebook Messenger, and where it has like a little picture where you can upload a picture.
Right.
You that. You
Okay.
video and you just upload your video and send it. That's how I sent it. And then I'm going to have some great nuggets of information. I am going on the 31st, which is a Thursday, I believe, and I'll be there for the weekend it's a Thursday. I'm going to, hey, you're not a part of this call. I'm going to Knoxville because Jen's corporate rep will be in Knoxville on that day. So we are going to be able to spend the day with her and have like one-on-ones and stuff with the corporate rep. And she's going to give us some tips on different things to do with our business. So I'll be able to bring that back to the team and talk to you guys all about it as well. So I'll have that for you the beginning of September to try to help you guys out with whatever I've learned from her. Also, did anybody else have any other questions? But now, Christina, to answer that question, if it's somebody that you've known for a while, you can always just let her know, you know, what you do. You don't even have to like invite her. I don't know if Christina's still there. Okay. You don't even have to, you don't even have to necessarily invite her, so to speak. You can do kind of like the little donut of like, you know, hey, I just wanted to let you know what I'm doing now. Like I'm still teaching, but, you know, this is what I'm doing now that I'm really passionate about, and, you know, however you want to say it. And I just wanted to let you know in case it's something you might need help with, or maybe a family member or a friend of yours needs somebody, you know, I would love to talk to them, or however you want to say it, but you don't necessarily have to say, hey, come join my group. But that's kind of an invite when you're letting them know what you're doing. You know what I mean? And you let them know those are my donuts that I send out. I think I sent you mine. I don't remember. I think I did when you were at the house. So you can even do something like that where you're like, God, I feel like I want to invite this person, but I feel like it's too soon. You can always send that, you know, or if you don't know what they're doing for work or whatever, you can always ask them, you know. So like, what's been new with you? What are you doing for work now? Because the normal conversation is going to be, oh, I'm a nurse. What do you do? And then it opens up the door to tell them what you do. So that's a good way to kind of be able to switch the conversation over to talking a little bit about what you do. Hopefully that.
And whenever they ask me what I do, I always tell them that, like, I'm a corporate paralegal because I need to, but my passion is health and fitness coaching.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. All right. Does anybody else have any other questions? All right. I'm going to stop record on this so we can open up this call and I can tell Christina my story.